I will be teaching transformations in geometry. Transformations in geometry means any image in a plane that could be altered by using different operations or transformations. Here are three types of transformations: rotation, turn, reflection, flip, and translation, slide. Translation. So, translation means a term used in geometry to describe a function that moves or slides an object a certain distance. So we start here with triangle ABC. And as it says, it moves or slides down to triangle ABC prime. Before, after. Let's start with the problem. Translate the triangle +1 in the x-axis direction and -6 in the y-axis direction. So right here, this is the y-axis. This is the x-axis. We start with triangle ABC. As you can see here, we move or slide it 1 over and 6 down. So this is the triangle we started with. This is the output. Reflection. Reflection in geometry is a type of rigid transformations in which a shape is flipped over a line. Each point of the image is the same distance from the line as the shape is, just on the opposite side of the line, as shown here, just like a mirror. Now let's do a problem for reflection. It says here, reflect the triangle over the y-axis. Simple, as you can see here, just like a mirror, we reflect it over. So this is our start. This is the triangle that we start with, and this is our output. To get here, what you do is you go from the y-axis, because that's what they ask, count 1 over in this way, and that way you get a prime. Count 3 over, because it says -3, take away the negative, and you get b prime. Do the same with c, because it's the same distance as b, and you get c prime. Now for rotations. Rotations has a central point that stays fixed and the shape rotates around that point in a circle, like shown here. As you can see, it rotates clockwise. Now let's do a problem for rotation. Rotate this triangle 105 degrees around the center point, D, which is at 0, 0. So you can see here is rotated 105 degrees. Now to prove that this triangle is just rotated, construction of a 90-degree rotation with a center point about D. So what you do here is you make a circle with the radius from A to D. A to D, right here. That is the radius of the circle around D. Then you make a line from A through D, meeting to another point that you make on the other side of the circle, perfectly even with A and D, as you see here. Next, you make two similar circles. They have to be exactly the same, with the radius of E and A, the point you just made, and A. That is the radius of this big circle and this other big circle. Where they intersect, make another point G and another point here, F. Depending on which way you're going, clockwise or counterclockwise, you would want to make a line, and where that line meets our first circle that we drew, make a point. Now if you're going counterclockwise like I am, you would make the point here. But if you're going clockwise, you would make the point here. This is A, that is A prime. A after rotated 90 degrees. So you do the same thing with B, make a circle with the radius of DB, make the circle around D, then make two similar circles with the radius of E to B. I'm doing that where they meet, make another point, and if where they meet on the first circle that you make another point, and that is B prime. So this is A prime, B prime. So now we have 2 points. This is what it looks like without circles. With the last one, you do exactly the same. As you can see here, it is a perfectly 90-degree angle. This is what the output should look like. Triangle ABC, triangle ABC prime. Before, after. Last, we will learn the effect on lengths and angles. When you do translation, reflection, or rotation, all the lengths and angles stay the same. As shown here, this triangle is rotated 90 degrees, but angle A is still 90, as shown here. So is C, it's 45, and so is B, it's also 45. So they do not change. And the lengths are still 2 squares here, 2 squares here, 2 squares here, 2 squares here. Reflection. They also stay the same, as shown here. Triangle ABC is reflected over the y-axis, and angle A still is 63.43 over here, and so is B, and so is C. But C is 53.13 degrees. And last but not least, translation. Now, it's just slid or moved down, just like earlier. This is triangle ABC. This is before and after. As you can see, angle A is 71.57. Prime is still 71.57. Same with C and C prime, and B and B prime. This is the works cited, and thank you for watching my presentation.